morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Monday, October 28th, 2024. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Monday, everyone. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. Right here, you can see that price is pushing beyond the midpoint of Friday's session. That means that we could see bullish MGR signals here to begin the day. Midpoint gap reversals right at the open here if prices continue to hold above the previous session's midpoint at the RTH open. That could open up a little bit of strength here. We're still seeing mostly sideways price action here, but with an upward bias. And even if we do see additional strength at the RTH open, we're still kind of stuck in the range here that has developed over the last couple of weeks. And we're right at the center of that range. So we could have strength up to as high as 59.30. We could have weakness down as low as 5800. And we're kind of stuck in that range for right now. Building energy for the forthcoming move. And big earnings this week. Not a lot on the economic data calendar for the day, but we do have big earnings coming up here throughout the week, including Google and AMD on Tuesday, Microsoft and Meta on Wednesday, Apple and Amazon on Thursday. That's going to be a big slate of earnings here up ahead. So right now, taking a look here at the ES, again, if we're still above the Friday midpoint at the RTH open, that could open up with a bit of strength here back toward 5900, maybe as high as 5930, but we're still stuck in the range until proven otherwise. We take a look here at the NQ. Right now, the NQ looking very similar here with a big push through the Friday midpoint. Bullish at the moment. Bullish MGR signals could be in play here. We're seeing higher lows develop in the hourly time frames right now, which could lead to additional strength to the overnight highs, maybe as high as 20,800. Again, we're kind of stuck in the range here. You can see how this market has developed this range. A ton of energy in this range right here. If we quantify this right now, you're looking at least a 1,500 point breakout move up ahead. So quite a bit of energy built up in this range, still with an upward bias until proven otherwise. Looking at crude oil, this one down a ton here to begin the RTH trade here. Very shortly, this one's down over 6% and dropping right now. Tensions in Israel and striking Iran, but not striking oil-related sites, instead just military targets. That's sending prices down big from the Friday close. One thing we mentioned with this one early on was that day right there was a day one rejection. It was likely the high of the month and could be the high of the quarter. It could be the high of the quarter. This is also peak seasonality right here for the 10-year seasonality chart, and that suggests weakness up ahead. And that's why last week we mentioned any pullback could be seen as a selling opportunity as price rotates lower throughout the rest of the month and perhaps into mid to early December. So right now, heavy selling pressure, quite a bit of weakness here, and that could extend into 66.34 down below, which is the key range low, and we could be looking at a quarterly low up ahead over the course of the week. So right now, still very weak. Any pullback could still be a selling opportunity in crude oil. Looking at gold futures, this one right now, mostly range bound at these highs, still a very bullish upward bias. There's no selling gold right now. It's been very, very strong, very bullish. The buy the dip opportunity to begin the month has been what we've seen over the last few months and what we've expected as well. We've been looking for any pullback into the higher value pivot range to be defended for new highs, and we've gotten target after target looking for those types of moves. Right now, we're seeing a 6-day developing compression at the highs. So that's to be expected, kind of range bound, maybe a bit of a pullback, and if we drop into 2680 to 2700, that could provide the next buy the dip opportunity for a continuation up until proven otherwise. So right now, any pullback that occurs in gold could be an opportunity to defend for the next rotation to the upside. Looking at the YM here showing some strength here as well. at the after hours reopen Sunday evening. It's holding the 42,400 level right now with a developing higher low. If it can continue to hold 42,400, that opens up some strength back toward 42.6 and perhaps even beyond. And again, if this market can push beyond the previous session's midpoint, 528, by the RTH open, you have some MGR buy signals that could be in play. This market right now failed at the 42.8 level. This is something we mentioned last week, Wednesday morning. If it falls through 42.8, you start to open up weakness that could take you back toward 42K. So even if we do rally here, 42.8 provides resistance, and we could be looking at a retest at the FOMC key level below from September 18th, 42.021. So any pullback this week could still be a selling opportunity for a continuation downward. As of right now, 42.4 is providing some intraday support and could open up a bit more strength to the upside on a near-term basis. 42.8, the big level to watch on the upside. Looking at Bitcoin right now, this one's up 3.4% right now. MGR gap up. Very bullish here, so if you're trading Bitcoin, especially the Bitcoin ETFs, there could be MGR buy signals here. Bitcoin-related miners, again, CleanSpark, Marathon, Riot, those types will likely have a strong opening move, perhaps MGR buy gaps as well, and that could provide additional strength. This one right now has provided resistance at 70K. That's been a level that this market really hasn't been able to get beyond for a while. 60K has been support, and 50K has been tremendous support, and those are the 10,000 point distributions right now. Can we push through 70K and open up some upside to new highs and into 80K, or do we see another reaction here that sends us back to 60K? Right now we've been stuck between 60 and 70, so it's going to take quite a bit of effort to try and get this thing through 70 for the first time. So 70 could provide some resistance up ahead, but from an intraday perspective, showing quite a bit of strength, especially with the gap through the previous session's midpoint. Looking at ETH, this one's also up 2%. 2% right now. You can see the MGR signal right there, midpoint gap reversal signal, but not as strong as Bitcoin. This one has lagged tremendously. You can see right here, 2800 has continued to be significant resistance, 2200 significant support, and we're right at the center of that range, 25 plus. And this market, again, building energy here, really needs to get through 2800 to open up the next market structure above into 34 and maybe even 4,000 down the road. But until then, this one remains stuck in the mud here and continues to hug the center line of this 600 point distribution. To open above the mid though, that could provide some near-term strength for a return to 2700 and perhaps even beyond. So right now, showing a little bit of strength here by way of a gap, but not really showing any strength beyond 2800 as of right now. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out here heading into the rest of the week. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.